What's going on, world? Welcome to What's in Your iPad podcast. I'm your boy Cypha Omni, here with Chick on the beat, Ms.LeD, and Cheez Da Producer. How's everybody doing this week? How's everybody doing?
Chilling, man.
Everybody's out there getting their creative juices flowing, mess with some of these apps. We know the holidays is right around the corner, going on right now. Whenever you're listening to this, take advantage of some of those sales out there, free apps. Always go to, Cheez is notorious for posting those dope free apps, so make sure you check that hashtag. You know what I'm saying? So what's good, sis? What we talking about this week? Where we starting at?
The new app Samplecrate is out, and everyone, I'd like 4 people asked me should they get it. So I went and got it. I think it was like $3.99, maybe $2.99, $3.99. One of them. I got it and I played with it because I was like, it's basically like a files app, but it has like drum pads. Not that you can sit there and play them. You can like hit them to hear them. But you can't sit there and play, you know what I mean? Like, it's not one of those. It's just for you to hear. And you can make these kits and put them in the tags, part of the files app. But I do that anyway. Like, I have a couple of drum kits that I always go to. Like, if it's a boom bap beat, I go to these sounds. I'm going to put it up in the video. I have tons of kits in those tags already. So I was thinking, okay, so what else could this Samplecrate do? And I'm like, yo, this is dope because I know it makes it easier, like, for dragging shit to Koala. Like, if you know how Beatmaker 3 does not work like the side-by-side yet, but Koala does. But I could also do that with the Files app, and that's how I do. So I'm like, if this Samplecrate has a one-click export all of those pads into something like Koala in one shot, then this is crazy. However, I have not been able to figure out how to do it. I don't think it can be done. So I don't want to shit on the app, but it's basically like the Files app for me. It does have a benefit that I like, is that, you know, when you're going through your files in your Files app and you're listening to your waves, you push play and the whole player pops up and you gotta exit out. The one thing I do like about Samplecrate is you don't have to do all of that. Their little mini player just plays it as you hit the pad. And the reason why I say you can't use it as like a sampler or like a sequencer or anything, because it's like it's not built for that. It's like a lag, a little slight, you know, until the next one loads. But that's the one thing that I found was a benefit. I was like, oh, this is cool. Like, at least I don't have to wait the annoying, because when you're going through sounds, it could be annoying, you know, if you're doing it that way. But are you willing to pay $3.99 for that? You know what I mean?
So I got a question.
Now,
oh, my fault. Go ahead.
Go on. No, I was just going to say, I could be totally wrong, but I did play with the shit for a few days. I did reach out to a few people and asked them the same thing, and they couldn't figure, you know, anything really. So I don't know. If I'm wrong, I wish someone would reach out and explain or teach it to me and show me or make a video of how it's useful other than the Files app. It's the same thing as Files apps, pretty much. Now, my bad, Cheese. Go ahead.
Now I was gonna ask you, like in comparison to something like Audioshare or whatever, right? So like even if you was to think of like, cause like the user interface or whatever, like which, if you like, do you use Audioshare?
Constant.
All right, if you was to put the two of those up against each other, like which one would you say like, all right, this is gonna be the one for me?
That's what I automatically thought of too.
Audioshare.
Audioshare.
Well, all right. Here's a couple of differences to answer that more so than what I would prefer. You cannot edit the length of samples or anything like that in Samplecrate.
Okay.
Audioshare, you could go ahead and trim. You could edit. You know what I'm saying? You could also convert. There's no convert in Samplecrate. You know what I mean? So they're actually two complete different things. At first, I was thinking like you. I'm like, this is an Audioshare, but the best way for me to put it is that is just another Files app. Literally. Because what I see everyone doing and that they're hyped to be doing is, because what it is, you grab say you grab 16 sounds, right? And you put them, they have crates. It's called a crate. So you add these sounds to a crate and that builds your kit, right? It doesn't build a kit. I don't want to make it sound like, but you have a little kit there basically that you put in. Yeah. Now, you can't just save that crate for later. Once you delete that crate and start a new one, is done. But the workaround for it, exactly. The workaround for it is you just take it and save it to a tag in your files app. But I do that without Samplecrate already.
Oh, okay. So
you understand?
So it's just.
I wish I had the video to show you, Cheese.
So it basically just make a folder of sounds. Like at the end of the day.
That's it.
That's basically what it sound like. Yeah.
And then, I see a lot of people like, oh, it's cool, though, because you can open a tag and you could drag them into your DAWs. Yes, that's cool. But Files app does that, too. How do you think I get my... I don't sit there and go import... When I'm on Koala, I don't go import wave from here. No, I open the screen next to it and drag them bitches in the pads. Because why I'm going to sit there and keep doing... You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe what it is people don't realize how useful the Files app is for kits.
But I was wondering, too, is if, like, this joint is like... Is it more user-friendly than Files? Would you, like, if...
And that's where I say my one benefit to it was that. It was a little bit because of that option that it gave me. And, it wasn't bad on the eye either. It was a little, it was like red and something and gray. It wasn't bad on the eye.
So you could, you could half screen it with Koala and Crate? And then drop from the, can you drag from the Crate?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people were excited about that feature, but that could be done in Files app too. You just open your shit next to Koala and drag your files in. But I get it if your files are all over the place. Like me, my files are all over the place. Man. So I do get it but I make those kits anyway in the Files tag. So my shits are already there, and I think maybe it's the lack. Oh, I'm sorry. One other thing that they have that you can't do in the Files app is batch rename. So that's two things that the Files app doesn't have that's better. You can batch rename, and if you got files like we do, that's crucial.
In essence, really, like, this is more like a Files app, but it's more producer friendly.
Yes, that's a perfect way to put it.
Okay. I'm not even mad at that.
It's not a whole lot of money, so I'm not mad at it either.
Yeah. That's actually, I mean, like when you think about it, it's actually pretty dope. You know what I mean? But for you saying that it doesn't allow you to edit the sounds, like I think if you're gonna make like a audio thing, you know what I mean? At least let me be able. At least let me be able to trim them.
Do some things to some samples. Yeah.
Wait, can you sample in Samplecrate? Like, can you record sounds in?
No. It's strictly like a file manager.
Just a file.
But I don't know how true it is because I do not speak to the developers or nothing. I just hear through the grapevine that they are working on some crazy shit to put in it. So look, at $3.99,
with it being new,
it has
that's
potential.
They're working on some new stuff. Yeah.
I hear they are,
and
at
implementation.
Facts. I hear they are, and at $3.99, it might be worth to grab it now. You know what I mean?
Right now. Yeah.
Listen, like I said, I do not know for a fact. I just heard they are working on some dope shit to put in this app. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So for all the people that ask me, because at least 4 to 5 people asked me about this app. Like I said, we're gonna have video playing in here with a tutorial and to show everyone.
So it's got potential.
It has potential, definitely, and like I said, it has its cons and shit, and everything has its pros and cons. But
right.
That's basically what it is. So stay tuned for the video. The video will drop. We'll have video in here for our listeners that want to see the actual app. Go ahead to the YouTube or the WeSampleEverything.com page. You'll find it. You'll be able to see us playing with this app on this episode, and we're also going to drop the review video on it on the same channel when we drop this. So you'll be able to see and decide for yourself if you want. But if all these things are true that they're going to update, it's worth to grab it at $3.99 now and have it.
$2.99.
$2.99. Look at that. And matter of fact, these are the people that made Samplist. Yeah.
And you gotta have iOS 15 later because my phone
Facts.
is not on 15 yet. So yeah.
Yeah, he definitely did. I seen something where he wrote he had to do that because somebody had asked in the comments on the App Store, I believe, like why would you make it for 15? But he's like, look, to do certain things that you guys want, you have to go to the Apple top. You have to do it, you know. If that's their new shit, you gotta base your shit on it.
Yeah, I'm not. Hey, man, look, it's you gotta move forward. It's not like
Some things ain't gonna work with 5 or 6. You know what I mean?
Right.
13.
Right. But you want to hold on to certain settings and stuff, you know. Or if you got it like that, go get you another device, you know. But...
Get you a used one.
What?
or that,
Yeah, true. I seen an app this morning. Where's the picture? By accident. It's another vocal splitter. So I was on, let's see if it works. But it says it could do it with Apple Music. I'm like, that's a damn lie. You know, if it does, it ain't gonna last long.
I'm about to say,
You know, Apple ain't with that at all. They like, nah, fam.
It's called AI Music.
Yeah, them cease and desist is coming your way.
They just want to take your shit off the App Store. Like, boom.
Yeah, of course.
He's gonna cut the water right off. Like,
shadow ban everything you own.
Yeah, it's called. See, it doesn't work at all. Once you get inside the Apple, that shit it doesn't do anything. It's called the AI Music. Now, it does work if you import the file yourself, but it's not working on Apple Music like it says. It also says it imports from the URLs, but I don't know if that's gonna... Basically, if you got a YouTube link, you could put it in there and it'll import the song in.
how much is that?
It is free. I did try...
Okay.
That's not
I will
bad.
say-
I mean, something that's snatching from YouTube app for free, you know, that ain't bad.
I don't know if that part works, but I will say I did strip some vocals off of a beat and that worked.
Oh,
It's
so
like
it worked
the
on the
other
beat
ones
for
we-
sure.
It worked on the beat.
Just not in Apple Music.
Yeah, Apple Music ain't working,
Yeah.
but I don't know
Right.
if the YouTube link thingy works. I didn't try it yet.
Yeah, it's all good. I got that other app.
Yeah, we got
that
like
lets you
4
set-
of them
Yeah,
joints.
I was just saying, I got a couple myself to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's mad workaround.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
But I had seen it this morning. I'm like, yo, let me see if this shit works real quick. Just out of curiosity, because it's a new app. And I was like, well, I think it's new. If it's not, I never saw it. That shit popped up in my feed on the gram. I'm like, damn. So I checked it out, and I only tested that one feature.
I just bought samples. I'm looking at
Okay.
it. I'm looking at it, and I'm like, yo, this actually like.
I heard the
nothing.
thing too.
Yeah, that was it. That was it.
Yeah. That's
So,
that buy sound.
It's going to download on my iPad because it was like, because as you can see, it's telling me up right up there. 15 or later. Like, wait, did it let me buy it? It might not let me buy it. It might not let me buy it.
But if they bring that other shit that they could possibly bring into that, man.
Yeah, that'd be fire. I can see it. That's what I'm saying. It sounds like it's got hell of a potential, but yeah, we just have
I
to
don't
wait and
even
see.
want none of that. You know what the only thing I would request they bring in, and it would change everything for me, is that being able to export all of them and load banks, like in
Oh, that'd be-
Koala. And then
Yeah.
if Beatmaker 3 could go ahead and do the side-by-side shit, and you could load banks like that, I don't see it either. But if they do, oh my God.
Because they would have to like squeeze the.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but maybe they can make
Yeah.
it just a certain mode just for that.
I wonder if,
So it's sampler friendly looking at least.
yeah, it would be dope if you could have like you know how you could have like a how you could have a video on top like in a little screen while you got like another app open. Like say if you like so like if I'm watching the game sometimes like I'll hit the button and the game is still open on a little screen. Yeah. It'd be dope if you could do like files like that and like apps that's too big for the split screen. Like that, like so like a picture in picture or app in app or whatever you want to call it. Apple hit me up.
Yeah, word, right?
He got one there. He got
Tim
one
Cook,
now.
holla at your boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. That'd be dope.
That would be fight. You know what I mean?
I actually know what. Yeah, because and it's little enough. I just watched the Chaka Khan and Stephanie Mills verses like that. I had it lowered in the Fight TV app while I was working on some shit. And it was nice and small in the corner, perfect.
I didn't even know they had a Verzuz. I heard.
I knew it was coming. I haven't had a chance to see it.
Yeah.
Not yet.
How was it? Oh, see, that says it all.
Oh, man.
But
you know what? Ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching or listening to this podcast right now, disclaimer, the views of Chick on the Beat are strictly... Now, what you think? How was it?
They're both
Real
legends,
talk.
so I don't give a fuck how it goes at the end of the day.
That's never a good thing.
But Stephanie killed and carried, and Chaka was twisted.
Okay.
And you know what? I ain't mad. Go ahead and enjoy your life. God damn it. But it was to the point, you know, at first you see your twisted uncle or auntie. It's like, oh, cool. But then when it's too much, it starts to make you cringe. I started cringing. I felt bad. It was that bad.
Oh, no.
Well, she was drinking during the show?
She came out. She was gone. What I will say, if I came away from watching that shit with anything, it was how to be a classy woman, because Stephanie fucking Mills was beautiful throughout. She held her up. She sang damn near 9 out of 10 of Chaka's songs with her because she had to. She had to. Otherwise, Chaka was going to get booed the fuck out of there or something. She was twisted. And when I say Stephanie Mills really, like, she's a good friend. She's a good friend. I'm talking to the point where she was walking her to her seat, dancing, singing, and, you know, she's not a spring chicken. She's up there doing her thing. She deserves Chaka paycheck. That's the best way I could say that. She deserves Chaka's paycheck for that shit.
Well, that's unfortunate, yo. I mean, but, hey.
I seen a meme this morning about it. It was like that Chaka sounded like something. It was like she sounded like her listening to Chaka sing. I forgot what they compared it to, but it wasn't good.
Now look, this is the best way for you to picture this shit. It's not that her voice is bad, because it's Chaka Khan.
Yeah.
There's nothing it's that she was so twisted she couldn't control her shit. That's what made it bad. And I'm like, man. Two living legends I was happy to watch.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, but I will say I always loved Stephanie Mills, but the way her character on display was beautiful. It was just it was so dope to see. And I love to see our legends come up there and still, you know, it might be, you know what it is, like for what you call it, when he was twisted, Keith Sweat. You could tell he was getting drunker and drunker on stage, but it was like a cute drunk, because it was like, yo, I ain't been around my homies in a minute, so we all just chilling and doing what we used to do. It was one of those.
But
so
I think
maybe
no more.
Right, but this time I can't handle it like I was fucking 21, and I think maybe that's what happens to a lot of them. They go over there and they so caught up in the moment, chilling before the show, that when the show come on, it's a live show.
I forgot. I'm not 25 no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that reality hit, and that liquor kick in at the same time. It's like, oh shit! Like, wait a minute. Oh, wait.
Man.
It is past my bedtime. Like, y'all playing out
here.
I ain't even trying to be funny. Even I'm shit at my age. Like, shoot, man,
we feel that shit.
Like, what time is it? 9:30. It's late.
Yo, you ever tried Child Kick?
Yes, I have it, but I think I only used it once or twice. I don't even remember.
Okay, not for nothing. I was using that shit hard body for like a good week or two. I was just making mad kicks, but then I made all the kicks and I ain't opened this shit back up again.
Hit that like, subscribe, and thanks for listening and watching and vibing with us. And you could hit WeSampleEverything.com, find everything, and peep the contest we got going on. Peace, fellas.
Yeah, you can hit me up at Beatmakeristhesquad on Instagram and YouTube.com. You know, Beatmakeristhesquad on YouTube. Y'all know where to find it.
And if you don't know, look at the description of the podcast or wherever you are listening to the podcast. It's in the description. I'm Cypha Omni CYPHA OMNI on everything.
Word.